we got close tonight, but obviously, wasn't enough.
No problem. Hello, Chris. Can you hear me?
Hey, James, I've got you. Yeah, got you.
I imagine you're sat there with very mixed emotions, a touch of frustration, a little bit of pride, and maybe even some hope after that.
Yeah, definitely. We weren't in a good place Sunday night on the way home, and rightly so, because I didn't enjoy that. I didn't enjoy watching my team. It's very unlike us, passive. So, I think Ollie and his coaching staff and the players would accept that we were going to try and make it competitive tonight and show a reaction from not a Sheffield United performance. So in a lot of ways it was. It was front foot. It was aggressive. We're disappointed with the goals that we've conceded. A couple of big moments. Sander Berge going off as it is really, because it was an important area of the pitch for us tonight, with the three of those boys in. We had to win first balls, we had to win second balls, we had to try and get amongst their midfield players. So for him to go off was disappointing, James, and obviously we had an opportunity. It's not a brilliant opportunity, but one, that maybe we have to do better with with John Flecks. But the couple of goals that sort of turned the game on its head, were really preventable from our point of view.
Is the hope with Berge that you maybe got him off the pitch quick enough for that to be less rather than more in time?
Yeah, I mean, obviously he wasn't, he had to come off. So we'll assess him, and hopefully, I've not really spoke to the medical department on how he is obviously concentrating on the game and obviously speaking to you guys afterwards.
How much confidence will your players draw from the fact that you were one save away from getting a point there?
Yeah, they should do. Listen, I'm not sat here and rose-tinted glasses thinking that we've dominated the game and played Manchester United, as I've said to in the press. Regardless of an opinion on Ollie, which is, I suppose comes with the territory, and Ollie and his coaching staff understand that. They still got world-class players, and we tried to bridge that gap. And as I've said downstairs, our football club's been in the top division for 13 years of the last 50. Our third season in the last 25. And you play Manchester United with, all the players that they've got and the world-class players. So, we tried to bridge that gap. We tried to make it competitive. We tried to put good players under pressure. We did at the start. The little bit in the middle, obviously, was a difficult period for us, and we tried to do it at the end, which I think we did. And yeah, if Lee's shot is a couple of yards to Dean's right, it's a comfortable save. I think he obviously was always going to make that, or it bounces to Ender, who's just there for a tap in. It goes either side of him as well. Then you come away with a point, and obviously the world is a brighter place from a positive performance from us.
And just a final one from me. I think it shows the respect that Ollie holds you in that he apologised for his language to you.
Yeah, I shouldn't have really. It's an emotional game, and we're all there, and I think Ollie accepts that. He's been brought. He's played all his football under the best manager that I think this country's ever seen, in my opinion. So I think he understands that we were going to be aggressive and we were going to front it up, and that's okay. I mean, like I said to him before, always, there's always an invite afterwards for a beer, and I think he understands that, and it's an incredible club that we played against. I'm just really disappointed. We had a 3 each here last year in front of 33,000, and I'm not saying that the game it hit that heights or reached that quality than it did last year, but going into the last 10 minutes of that game and 5 minutes of that game, and we get back in and it's 3-2, then I'm sure that our supporters would have given us a lift to go on and try and get some out of the game, but it wasn't to be, and Man United get 3 points, and I wish them all the best.
Thanks a lot, Chris. Good luck as well.
James, thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, Chris. We spoke yesterday in the press conference about if you don't get the win, can you get something to go to Brighton with? And I thought today you certainly did that.
Yeah, we did. It's still a, we're in to win or we're in to get a point out the game, and we haven't. So we're disappointed about that. But I needed something back from the players. And they've given me an awful lot over a long period of time, an awful lot, and they've given the football club an awful lot. But Sunday was really, not for me to accept that easy, and the players knew it. I didn't really go heavy on them in the press, but I think that they understood my message on during the week, regarding what is a Sheffield United performance, what is acceptable. We're here to win. We're here to get points out of the game. We're trying to bridge that gap, as I've said, in previous interviews. From I would say definitely a top 5 football club in world football. Might even be a top 3 football club in world football, and us at our football club. So it's a huge gap that we're trying to bridge, and we got close tonight. But obviously, wasn't enough. But on a lot of things, I think we can walk away and think that is what we have to produce, right the way through. To be fair to the players, they have done for, I would say, 95%, even higher, of my time here at this football club, but they didn't on Sunday. They did tonight. We've just got to find, big moments again, which we've missed again, Nate. And a couple of the goals are really disappointing from our point of view, that we conceded as well.
Phil Jagielka coming on, was that to get some experience in the back 1-0 up, or was that about getting Basham into midfield with his sort of legs and energy?
Yeah, a bit of both. It's key when you're playing those teams. We haven't made a tackle in that area for, we didn't make a tackle last week, and we needed to. So, Ethan and Sander and John were energetic, they were mobile, they were making tackles, they were dropping on second balls, and we were playing. And it was a decision. Do I move Bash in there? There's another couple of options that we had. I wanted three forwards on the bench. In hindsight, do I go with 2 and go with another midfield player? But you have to make those decisions, and maybe I made the wrong one in terms of that. But that's how it goes. I think we just need to do better with both of the goals. Really, they're not great from our point of view. Even though you can say, brilliant run from Rashford, fabulous finish, great ball, world-class ball from Pogba, Bright, Martial, and another really good finish, and obviously the third one, counter-attack. These teams counter-attack at an incredible pace, and they've got the ability to pick you off with one ball. I wanted us to get up the pitch. We took that decision to get up the pitch and make contact with good players, which we did obviously for the first goal, and we did for the start and quite a lot of the game.
And last one from me, Chris. One thing that's not been up for debate this season, apart from Southampton maybe, is that attitude and desire to go and get the win. One thing that has been a bit of a problem is quality in key moments in the game. I thought there was a bit of quality back in the play tonight, though. Do you agree?
Yeah, well, we have to show that. I thought we were better with the ball. We got more of the ball because we won more first and second balls. I really don't understand when people talk on coaching courses and talk about football, about sort of the nonsense stuff. Playing between the lines and pockets and stuff like that. You've got to go and win the first ball or drop on the second ball. It allows you to play, which we did, and gave us more of a foothold in the game. You're up against some brilliant players tonight. We understand that, but still, there was still another couple of big moments again. I think a big moment as well, Sander going off, which is a huge blow to us. You've seen all the games this season. Nath, he's been our best player by a country mile. So to lose him was really disappointing. And we give it a go. And I know giving it a go is not enough. But at least it's something to build on, because we certainly needed that after Sunday.
I know I've said last one there, but just touching on Sander, what is your gut instinct when it's a hamstring injury? Are they normally a decent?
It's not normally good. It's not normally good, and he's obviously a powerful boy. So I think anybody that comes off with an hamstring injury, the turnaround is for a quick recovery and to be available for Sunday is going to be very, very difficult, I should imagine. But we'll assess and see where we go from there.
Thank you, Chris. All the best.
No, thanks.
Chris, do you just need that one win just to turn things around, just to try and spark a bit of a run?
Yeah, definitely. I think we all know what this club went through in 1990 and what that win did for everybody. Even though won a couple of games over Christmas, won that game and won away at Luton, if I can remember, but lost a couple, and then obviously got ourselves going. So there's examples, but we understand we've got to win. Sooner or later, we've got to win. We've got to get a win just for our own self-belief and confidence. But I didn't think it was a performance tonight against arguably one of the top teams in the division. One that lacked belief and confidence. I thought it was a brave performance, in and out of possession. They're obviously going to have the majority of possession. They've got brilliant players. They every team up and down the country with their play and forward play. But I thought we were competitive, and but we just have to be a little bit more than competitive and take those big moments when they come around.
Thanks, Chris. Cheers.
And finally, Shieldsy.
Hello there, mate.
Hey, James.
Hello, pal. David McGoldrick said afterwards that the players wanted to go out and show that they care for the football club, which I think is fair enough to say that they did that tonight, didn't they? For all the other little bits that you've picked apart. Yeah,
you can pick the finer details out of the performance, the goals, the big moments, Sander's injury, the bit at the end. But then I think they needed to do that for themselves. Yeah, it's not if they needed to do it for me or whatever. They needed to do it for themselves, and I think that would have represented what the football club expects. And I'm not one for accepting performances like we did, especially sort of second half on Sunday afternoon down in Southampton. And it has to be. It has to be something that we build on. We can't, I think, in terms of that performance.
I was going to say it does give you something to work with, doesn't it? I know
we needed that. We needed something like that, James. We'd have loved to have got a result out of it, and I think you saw in terms of the way we set off. We weren't for sitting back and being passive. There's two ends of the of the spectrum, and there's a passive and there's an over aggressive, and I thought we got in and around the balance right tonight. We tried to play when we had an opportunity to play, and players were brave and stepping into the game. And we have to we all realise that the quality that we're up against, and there's some brilliant players, especially at the top of the pitch, that our players are up against, and all over the pitch. Everybody knows about Harry. What is he? 75 million, most expensive defender or centre half in the world, and you've got a World Cup winner in Pogba. We've got Matic, who's won things everywhere he's gone, and obviously the front three. Fernandez, you've got just absolute oozing quality all over the park. But you have to make contact, and you have to put up a fight, and you have to be competitive, and we did that. And now we have to take that on into Sunday's game.